Alright, so same as the first game, I'll just spectate only you guys. Which you guys are blue side this game.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Ham, try to make sure you have 2 health pots, and make sure as much gold possible is spent level 1.
30 seconds until
But having 1 health pot
spawn.
here will be okay. Alright, so level 1. Good places to stand as a bot lane, if you're going really try hard, is right here in this bush and right here. And then if anybody comes, then you run and ward as you're running away in these bushes. Just in case somebody invades.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, so you guys saw that Misfortune Flash. Alright, so MF flashed, Zoe flashed. Because you're low health, I might just do... Oh, you could have killed him there. You had level 2 in red buff. And maybe instead of... Because you went, as jungler, you went red, then you were gonna go to this camp. Maybe if you're like a chunk like that, maybe it might be best to go red to Krugs and then run up in here, or recall after and then run up into here, and then clear this way. Like maybe you go here, here, recall, go here, here. Alright, I'm gonna go back a little bit. I just want to see what happened down here. Alright, so they got level 2 first. Oh yeah, you just stood up to... If they're ever level 2, and they got that advantage on you, I would just wait and make sure that you hit level 2 before you try to even do too much there. Alright, so Ham, you're holding the wave here pretty good. I like that. Oh yeah, bot lane is completely different than solo lane with how you want to control the wave. You want to actually... Well, in this lane, because Malphite kinda... Malphite needs level 6 to really start being an efficient support. And this lane is just, it's really pokey and annoying to play versus. So I just stay in XP range. Try to get back to levels. Or to even levels. Only auto attack when you like are safe to. And as a jungler in this situation, where you know bot lane is having a rough time, it's mainly just to do because of the matchup. Because Brand is a hard counter to melee supports. Alright, I'm gonna go back a little bit. I didn't see what all started out going on up here. Alright, so you're here. You see the wave's pushing out. And you see Kayn. He's got a level on you, so I wouldn't ever try to fight this. And yeah, but at this point, when you're like stuck in the jungle right here, after you saw Kayn here, I would have ran back up this way. And probably warded, say, right here. And then maybe recalled and went bot. And as top lane here, I would probably use your trinket right here, because you have the wave in a nice place for a little bit. The only way they can possibly do anything to you is if they try to dive you. I don't know if any of them have stopwatches. Alright, so they don't have stopwatches, so they couldn't dive you anyway, actually. Oh, and for clearing efficiency, instead of going to this camp first, I would go to this camp first. Just because then you can keep moving in one direction, because now you're going to have to go like boom, boom. Then this probably won't even spawn yet. So instead it might be better to go boom, boom, boom. Then maybe go up here, ward right here or something. Then you can do like a pressure gank mid, which won't actually ever kill anybody, but you'll be able to just like run through and maybe, depending on how the wave is. But I guess if he's recall, oh no, he'd be back in time. So yeah, then you can just run through here basically and go to your red buff. Bot lane, there's not much to do for a little while. Basically just waiting for level 6. And because you saw Kayn here, they're all pretty low. Yeah, I think you can get them all here if you just focus Brand. Because Brand is out of mana. And then you'd probably focus Brand while Kayn's attacking you, and then you flash away. Alright, so you saw the scrying orb. You already kind of know he's up here. I'd start, yeah, doing your stuff here. Try to get level 6. Oh, and Ham, when you recall, you want to make sure that it's pushed out to the tower. Because right now, because the wave's going to build up here, and then he's going to have a giant wave to clear right here, and he'll build a little bit of lead. And you miss all of his CS right here too. So I'd always try to make sure when you recall that it's actually at the tower. doing Dragon, you can always watch the laners, see how they react. It doesn't look like they are reacting at all, so you're pretty much for sure safe to do it. And this is kind of the same situation as when they hit level 2 first. I would just stay out of range and just try to stay in XP range until you become the same level. In the future, if you're recalling like right here, I'd always ward over this wall before you do that.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Nice. Now that you guys have level 6 bot lane, that's when you really start to come online. I would not try to fight him here. He's got a level on you. Alright. Ham, now that it's in mid game, and or like after level 6 basically, is when you just start hard shoving waves. You hard shove waves, control ward right here, put your trinket up in here, and you just keep hard shoving and then looking to roam with your ultimate, mid lane usually. And then if you ever have TP up, what you can do is you can just walk bot, ulti, try to get a kill or two, and then TP back to your tower. It's usually a good play to make. And Braden, I'd probably try to hard farm a little, or farm a little harder. I'd only gank if you have nothing left to kill in your jungle. Or unless somebody absolutely needs it. But if somebody absolutely needs it and you still can't, and it's like you won't win the fight, then it's still just worth just let them play passive. Maybe if you lose a tower, it's okay, and just keep farming and trying to claw your way back into the game. But it's really important as Shyvana to make sure that you keep a lead in CS. And now would also be a pretty good time to switch with your bot and top lane. Or what kind of dragon's coming up? Okay, it's a cloud dragon. Yeah. So I would switch with your bot and top, and then top lane plays passive here, while bot lane and jungle push up in here and try to capture the Rift Herald. Because when you fall behind, you don't want to try to contest objectives, you want to trade objectives. So if they play on the bot side of the map, you want to play on the top side of the map. So that's a good ward. That's also good, you're checking the camp. And you're grabbing the Rift Herald. I'm not sure, you might have been able to help kill the Zoe there. But yes, after falling behind, it is very tough to try to get back into it. So it's usually best to look at the first mistake, because later mistakes will usually not be relevant if the first mistake didn't happen. Because the gold lead's probably too much already, I'm just going to go back and look at where the first mistakes were. Alright, so for jungle, this is your first mistake. You should have fought him because you had a level lead. And then if for some reason you're not winning it, then you can flash after that. But I'm pretty sure you would have just killed him. And then maybe also... Ooh, and you guys got to lane a little late, it looks like. Okay, so yeah. You're behind some XP, so I would never try to like fight here. Alright, so in bot, this is your first mistake right here. You should have just played like back here, where Amric is, and then just wait until you're even levels. Because right now, this minion wave is gonna be over half the damage that kills you. Because a caster minion does 12 damage per second. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 12, 60. Then, I don't remember how much Can does. It's like 18 or something. So 72 damage per second right here. And then you only have, like, what, 500 HP or something? Or 600? Alright, up and top. So right now, I think you're doing pretty good. Yeah, you got the wave coming to you. You're not being greedy for CS. It's going really good for you right now. You get the wave in like a perfect spot. This is actually like perfect. She's got a level lead, so you don't want to get up close. That's a great Q. You're thinning out. These two melees are like prepped for the wave. Auto attack's a little slow, but that's okay. Execution just comes with time. It's more of knowing what to do and when. And do you have TP? Alright, so this is all fine. Actually gonna speed it up just a little bit until you get back to lane. You should TP on one of these creeps to stop him. Actually no, that's a fine TP. Because he wasn't gonna be able to push it fast enough anyway. Now you want to hard shove. Because he wants to recall. So you want to shove as hard as you can. Which it looks like you are doing. I would maybe even use your E and Q on the wave. Because if you were hard shoving, then it would have been, the wave would have been just too big, and then you would have been able to get to this play here earlier push. But I do think this might have been a mistake, just going for this fight because Kane had a level lead. But that's basically all I really need to... It's basically as much as I can show you until you guys fell too far behind, and then there's nothing you can really do after that point.